welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am Nonji Malunga, for those of you who do not know me. So basically I'm back with another episode on Planet Yourself. So I basically started a series on how to plan the perfect trip. I always talk about how I was helping my friend plan a trip and the agency quoted them 50,000 for 2 people, and when we did everything ourselves it basically came down to 32,000. So the first episode is a step-to-step guide on planning a trip from start to end, and now I'll be going through the different sections. So if you need help on a specific step, I also have videos that will help you in more detail. So I hope these are helpful. I'm going to keep them nice and short so you guys can remember everything, but I think let's not waste no more time. Let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so this video is basically on step 1, and step 1 is all about choosing the correct destination. So I have 6 points that will assist you in choosing the correct destination, and hopefully you'll be able to plan your dream trip pretty soon. So starting off with the first step on choosing your destination, guys, please choose whatever your heart desires. Even if it's your dream holiday destination, I beg, please go ahead and just choose it. I always reference the same example, how going to Greece, the return flights were 7.1 thousand rand. Going to Bali and even Thailand, the return flights were 13,000 rand. As much as Greece, yes, the currency is in euros and you'll end up spending more there. At least, first of all, you've gone to your dream destination. Second of all, the money you've saved, which is 6,000 rand, that will literally be you spending money. So when choosing a destination, guys, don't choose like an African country or choose Thailand and Bali because that's apparently the cheapest and that's where everybody goes. Literally look at the map and decide whatever your heart desires, because it is possible if you follow all 6 steps in my previous video. Second point is around traveling to Africa. So guys, the assumption is always that Africa is probably the cheapest, and this assumption is incorrect because when I look at all the trips I've gone to, Zanzibar is probably up there in terms of the most expensive trip. Yes, I did go in December. Yes, I kind of planned it last minute. However, even when you're in Zanzibar, everything is in dollars, first of all. And everything is just expensive. I remember every time I'd have to pay for something or swipe, I was just like, you. So, and also in terms of like the transport system, it's not quite strong. It's literally an island, so you're going to be using cabs to get around the island, and it's going to be expensive. There's no trains, there's no buses, there's no metro. So guys, everything around Zanzibar specifically is expensive. I know I also tried, because I was looking for countries that obviously I don't need a visa for. I looked at Kenya, I looked at all the other countries in Africa, and it was quite expensive. So when choosing a destination, and if you want to go the affordable route, like, yes, visit Africa if that's where you want to visit, but don't limit yourself, guys. The world is your oyster. I think this also links back to the first point, that you can literally go anywhere your heart desires. So this takes us to our third point. You need to check when choosing a destination if you'll be traveling on or off peak season. So obviously on peak season is the most expensive, but off, guys, it's actually not that bad, dependent on the destination. For example, when we went to Bali, we went off peak, so it was more affordable, and it was rainy season. So yes, I'm gonna tell you something for free, it did rain. It literally rained every day. However, the sun came out every day too, so it will rain from like 6 p.m. throughout the night. Then when you wake up in the morning, it is sunny and you can do your activities. So guys, you can actually travel to certain destinations off season. I know it's usually winter when it's cold, but just do your research on the destination you're choosing and you can save so much money. So I think, for instance, if you're traveling to the US and if you're a person that hates the cold, then traveling off peak, which is winter, won't make sense, because there it is super cold, it snows, it rains, so you're going to be miserable. But there are some countries where it's flexible. Bali specifically, it was hot, so it was off peak rainy season, but it was still hot. Like, you still got to enjoy, and it wasn't that hot of summer hot where you just step out, you melting. Like, you could still swim and be at the beach, and it was comfortable weather. So I actually low-key would recommend traveling during that season, because it's not as full, it's more affordable, and it's not as hot also. So this brings me to the fourth point, which is checking the safety of where you're traveling to. So obviously, if you're gonna go for a solo location, I wouldn't recommend going to Brazil, because Brazil, even going with somebody, Brazil is not that safe. So if you're doing a solo location, guys, research on your destination. The most safest country to travel, I think, is Ireland. And just looking at Europe specifically, like Switzerland, Denmark, and all the other countries are not that bad too, but just do your research, because the thing is, you're not obviously familiar about the area. So if a cab guy is driving you home, you don't have a sense of direction. You can't be like, actually, why are we heading towards the east and not the north, since I'm staying at the north? Like, you know nothing, guys. So make sure you do your research on the safety of the destination you are going to. So this brings us to our fifth point, and this is more for the solo locators. Oh yes, if you want to relax, go to a country that has a beach and is more coastal, to have those chilled vibes. But I would recommend going to countries that are more vibey, city-like, because to be honest, lying on a beach for 7 days, you are gonna be sad, unless now if it's like a city like Amsterdam or New York or London, there's vibes and it's busy, people are just active, you know. You have the possibility of meeting new people more easily. You can join group tours, there's sightseeing, so you actually wouldn't even mind doing things yourself, because you are actually sightseeing. Whereas if you are in a more coastal country, you're literally just lying by the beach, there's nothing to sightsee but the beach, and most of the time it's probably going to be couples there, unless it's families. So I would recommend, as a solo traveler, to go and travel to more city destinations. I think that will definitely help make your experience a whole lot better. Then it brings me to the last point, which is probably the most important point. Just make a list of your needs. So just try to understand what you want to get out of the vacation. Look at your past vacations that you've went to, and the pros, the cons, what you hated, what you liked, and just put it all together and make a decision. I think also what you want to achieve from the vacation is important. So it shouldn't be over, oh, I just need to travel, but you probably want to travel because you want to take a break. So coastal makes sense. You want to travel because you want to experience food, so you can choose a destination based on that. Do all your research and definitely be open-minded. I think there's so much to see in the world, and something for you is definitely out there. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'll be back next week with episode 3 and the next step, basically on planning your dream holiday destination. And please do follow me on Instagram and follow my new page, guys. So basically I'll be assisting you guys, if you don't want to do it yourself, in getting the best tailored experience for you. So you can just send me a DM and let me know what you're looking for. Then I will send you my rate card, and yeah, you basically choose what you would like me to assist you with. So I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and yeah, bye.